Well, how are you doing, you lot? Hope you're all brilliant, just as you bloody well should be. It's a wonderful Sunday afternoon. I think it's afternoon. It is. It's a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Tell you what, I've had such a good bloody day. I don't even know what time it is. I found this chair quite some time ago, and it's been sitting outside in my garden for a while now. And I thought to myself, that box is about to fall off behind you. 3, 2, 1. I thought to myself, I'm going to clean that up, and that would be great for one of the children. It's got some dirt on it. It was a bit mouldy at one point, but that's since dried up and dissipated. We've got some leaves and some debris around the edges. You can see some remnants of a little bit of mould. Not a lot. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be absolutely great with the help of George. I've got George here today to help me out. In there I've got a little bit of carpet shampoo, so we'll use George. We'll suck up all the dirt first and then we'll give it a good old wet vac. I wonder if we can revive it and bring it back to being good. It's dried out now, but obviously it's going to get wet again when I wet vac it. But let's see how good we can make it. It's a really nice chair, and these chairs aren't exactly cheap when you buy them brand new. Perfectly padded, no rips, no tears. Let's see if we can get it looking good and like new again. What better way to spend your Sunday afternoon than making something new when it's been a bit neglected? I can't think of a better way. Some people probably go out shopping, turn their nose up at cleaning something that was previously dirty or mouldy and using it. And I'd rather go out and buy something brand new. Not me. If something's still good, clean it and use it. Right, because good old George can handle wet and dry, we can disconnect the end like that, and we can stick on a good old crevice tool, and we can get all the dirt from around the edges. Shouldn't really, well, I know some people are going to go, well, you shouldn't do that. You should use a bag. Bollocks to you, my friends. Perfectly fine to use it like that for a little bit. Not for a lot, but for a little bit. Now we can turn on the old pump. Give it a little bit of a wetting. Let that all soak in. Got a little bit of disinfectant in there as well, because it's a little bit mouldy. So there's a little bit of disinfectant in there as well. And I'm gonna go and get a brush and just brush where the mould was, and we should get that off. Now, I've got a plastic brush, but I think that might damage a little bit. So I've got just this old paintbrush. These are handy. I use these all the time for agitating when I'm cleaning things. The next one I've got, if this is too soft, because this might be too soft, which I think it is, to be honest. The next one will be a toothbrush. Let me go and get a toothbrush. Let's see if a toothbrush will be any better. That seems like a nice one. A Tesco toothbrush. That might do a good job. You never know. It looks like it's going to do a good job, look. Scrubbing all of that. Yeah, like that. That's going well. Now we can scrub on here a little bit. There's a little stain there. There's a little stain, you can't see that one, can you? I zoomed in too much. Little bit of a stain along this arm here, and there's obviously some more up there. Get them off. Put that like that. And I reckon let that just dwell for a little bit, and I reckon we should be able to give that a good old vacuum. Happy days, man. What a lovely bloody day it is. I can't believe it. It's quiet outside. Yeah, all the neighbours are chilling out. No commotion. I love Sundays. Sundays are so awesome. They really are so cool. Look how cool that looks now. I know, still a little bit of stain there, some staining along there. That is what it is. And to be honest, it's just staining. It's not dirt. Well, it is dirt. It's not. It's a residue of dirt. It's a stain of some kind of dirt. It's no problem at all. And I reckon once it dries, it'll be absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's more than good enough to be used in the Wendy house, you know. Great. I'm going to let it dry a bit more. I've got the trusty heater going, so that will dry some of it out, and then for the rest of it, today's a lovely sunny day, so I'm going to put it out in the sun and it's going to dry. Some people, particularly Mr. Allen, keeps asking to see the old IMAX on the roof there, chilling out. Got a bit of a funny colour, but it's there nevertheless. Happy days. I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you the sky. Not a single cloud in the sky. Not one single cloud anywhere. What a lovely day. It's days like this I bloody well love. Well, that's pretty much it, but I like reviving stuff. I like, if something is, even if it's not quite dead, or maybe it's not quite going to be as good as it can be, rather than throw it away, I like to try and use things for as long as possible. So batteries are a good thing to try and revive because they're expensive to buy, and sometimes they may be flat and you might try and charge them or whatever, and you think, oh, I said it won't charge. But if you're persistent and you keep trying, they can come back. Just got to be careful with them, especially lithium polymer ones, but lithium ion and other ones like that you can play around with. So this battery come with an RC car that I acquired recently, and I don't know what it is because it's taped up. I could try and peel the tape off, but I've been charging it at 500 milliamps. It's probably around about, I'm going to guess and say it's probably about 1800, maybe 3000 amps, milliamps that is. But anyway, I've been charging it at 500 milliamps and I've been discharging it at 1 amp doing cycles. To start with, it was completely flat, and it's slowly been getting better and better. And now, if I can get it to plug into the battery tester with one hand, hopefully it's been left. So we're on 5 cells. No, maybe not. Maybe I was too ambitious with that. 5.3. This should be a 6-volt battery pack, and we're at 5.7. So it held its charge. I left it on the bench there for, it's been there for about 4 days, and it's held its charge for, well, yesterday I checked it and it was still at 100%. It was at 7 volts. And now all of a sudden it's dropped down. It could be because it's really cold. Last night was -4 degrees Celsius, so it would have been roughly that inside here. There's no heating inside here when I'm not in here. I don't have the heater on unless I'm in here. So it could be the fact that it's cold. I'm not going to give up on it. You're probably shouting at the screen, that was a foul. Slightly. I did think it was going to be about half charged, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be persistent with it. I normally keep going until I think to myself, oh, that's it, I've had enough. But if I can revive that battery, I will do, because, as I say, what's the point in buying something new if you can use what you've already got? Sometimes it just requires a little bit of patience. Some of you haven't got that. Some of you are going to be saying, just throw it away and buy a new one, for goodness sake. No. Simple as that. No. If I can't use that one, I simply won't use the car until later on in life when I decide to buy a new battery. I'm quite stubborn like that. I don't give in easily. Anyway, you lot, thanks for watching. I want to know where you are in the world, and I want to know if you like to do what I like to do, which is to mend second-hand stuff and use it, or mend it and give it to other people, or sell it if it's worth selling. I'll see you later on. Take care, you lot. All the best. Treat people nicely. Treat people how you'd like to be treated. Don't try to make other people like you, because they're not you. They are them. Accept them and move on. I'll see you later on.